Watch this video here on a expert on the Diary of a CEO podcast talk about exercise. Let me know what you think.
Exercise doesn't help weight loss.
No, all the studies show that. If you have lost some weight, exercise does help prevent it going back up again. But on its own, if you don't change your diet, it's of no use. And that's well known now by all the obesity experts and all the studies. It's great for your health, fantastic for your mood, it's great for your heart, anti-cancer, all kinds of things. We should all do it, but absolutely not if your goal is weight loss.
So first of all, what did you get from that? And let me know in the comments, seriously here. Do you think he's right? Okay. Now, this is the feud between expert and, let's say, bro science, or expert versus experience. Okay. So I can say from my years as a coach on hand and online and implementing these things myself, that is, in all intents and purposes, nonsense. Now, I get it. You can't out-train a bad diet. Right? That is an obvious one. It doesn't matter if you train like a complete workhorse, but you still eat crap. I get it. Not much is going to change. I'm not disagreeing with that. Not so. But however, what I am disagreeing with it is that the fact that it makes no difference whatsoever. That is inherently nonsense. And then we know it's inherently nonsense because of observable truths and facts that we ourselves have implemented. So even during prep countless times, anytime the calories would say really strict the same, any kind of needle change on the step counter, and I would do it with clients as well, they do a very strict calorie set. And if things start to plateau, even a little bit of extra steps, or maybe sometimes reducing the activity, right, to not stress the system out as much, the needle starts to move again. So the exercise inherently does actually correlate with the goal at hand, right, which is weight loss. And this whole nonsense of like an expert, and this is where it comes onto the topic of really studies, right? The problem with studies is you're unsure of how actually that control group is being measured. So I'll give you a prime example of this. Sports science and sports physiology, it's very specific around the individual. It's one shoe doesn't fit all, right? Everyone's physiology responds to things very differently. So it's very hard to actually replicate that in a lab where you get like 12 individuals, say, and you're putting each one through a different setup and you're trying to get the outcome from that. Again, the problem with that is each 7 individuals or 12 individuals have different genetic dispositions. Each 12 of them may follow what you assign them outside the lab, and some of them may not. So this is where another problem comes in. I'll give you a prime example. The literature on volume and failure training, right? So the idea now is a few reps in reserve, right? Which I think is absolute horseshit. And I'll tell you why. Because them labs, especially the universities that run these trial studies, what you have to remember is they're running it on people who A, don't have any formidable muscle to begin with, B, people that don't aspire or have muscle similar to what we desire and we want, and also these people are not trained to true failure. Jordan Peters, famous British bodybuilder, actually stated before that he was in one of these Manchester University when these studies were being run, and he couldn't believe that people were not actually trained to true failure. That's the study that was taken from it. So not only do you not have an actual true work ethic, which most people are delivering, you don't even have a true data set or experiment to go off. And then you're making these assumptions. And then this goes on a paper, goes study, and it just wildly gets retouted again like a pirate. What I think the bro science comes in is we have observable, non-deniable, on-hands output experience. We change something, we can see it with our own eyes happening. We don't need a study or a scientific method to tell us otherwise. We can see it. We change X, X happens. So spur me the shit with experts. Again, some studies, some things that's undeniably true in science and studies. I get that. Some things that have a lot more back into them. But shit like this here, and it's convenient for the people that don't want to take self-responsibility to listen to these kind of things. They just go, oh, well, the expert said it, so I'll move less. And then they sit in their little fucking pigeonhole and never make any progress. This is what pisses me off. These people are given the ones that actually need serious help to lose weight or get up and move more slack room to say, well, look, that doesn't make a difference. So don't give more excuses than people already have, for fuck's sake. Anyway, if you liked the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, tons of other stuff like this over in the channel. But let me know in the comments what you actually think. about that. What's your opinions? Drop me if you think he's right or he's wrong, or if I'm right, please say I'm right, please. But until the next time, I'm Carl as always. Have a great weekend.